This is the heavyweight champ WBC. You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Well, it looks like things just keep going from bad to worse when it comes to Manny Pacquiao. It was just reported today that HBO will only be televising one episode of Pacquiao versus Algieri 24/7. That is a bad indication right there. Those are bad signs. The perception is obvious. HBO does not have confidence that this Pacquiao-Algieri pay-per-view fight will do good numbers. They don't even want to waste time in fully promoting the fight because they feel that this pay-per-view card is going to be a disaster. And a disaster meaning less than 500,000 pay-per-views. Okay? If this pay-per-view card is less than 500,000, if it's 400,000, if it's 350,000, if it's anything like that, that's just even worse for Manny Pacquiao. I'll tell you why. Because now we know Manny Pacquiao and Bob Arum, they are not going to get the money that they would like to get in a potential fight against Floyd Money Mayweather. If these pay-per-view numbers are terrible, which HBO believes that they will be, it'll be exposed to the entire world that Pacquiao was never worth the money that he was asking for when it comes to fighting against Floyd Mayweather. Now, I'm only quoting what Manny Pacquiao fans and Floyd Mayweather detractors said about Floyd Mayweather's fight against Marcos Maidana. What did they say, guys? They said nobody wants to watch that fight. Isn't that what they said? They said nobody wants to watch that fight. But yet, Floyd Mayweather versus Marcos Maidana, it does better than the first fight. Not only that, but to this day, it is the highest pay-per-view buys of the year so far. And I don't believe Manny Pacquiao is going to be surpassing that pay-per-view mark in November. And not only that, but Mayweather-Maidana rematch All Access was one of the best boxing series in quite some time. Now you compare Floyd Mayweather's All Access, which is another version of 24/7, to HBO only giving Manny Pacquiao one episode. Man, that is a slap in the face of Manny Pacquiao. That is offensive. Manny Pacquiao is not a small deal. But they're treating him like a small deal, right? You also have to ask the question, why would Manny Pacquiao choose someone like Chris Algieri? Why would Bob Arum choose somebody like Chris Algieri? The whole team knew. Nobody really knew who Chris Algieri was. Okay? He's not a Mexican fighter with a built-in Mexican fan base. Nobody really knows who Chris Algieri is. Why did they choose this opponent? They chose this opponent for one reason only. Because Chris Algieri was the safest opponent on paper, right? Manny Pacquiao has been campaigning at the welterweight division for years. For years. He could have pursued a Guerrero fight. He could have fought Amir Khan, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Kell Brook. I'm just giving you guys some names that would have been far more economically viable than Chris Algieri. Now, don't get me wrong. If Manny Pacquiao and Team Pacquiao's idea was to pick the safest opponent so that they could land a Mayweather fight in the very near future, then I understand what your intentions were. But at the same time, it is a gamble. And if you look at HBO's perception of this fight, it looks like the gamble didn't pay off. This is embarrassing to Team Pacquiao that they are only giving him one episode of 24/7. It's an embarrassment. Once again, it is a slap in the face to Manny Pacquiao. The gamble did not pay off. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. For all we know, we could be surprised. We could be surprised and the pay-per-view numbers could be 600,000, 700,000. Now, I will tell you this. If Pacquiao Algieri can produce at least, I would say, 600,000, 700,000, of course, it's not going to surpass Mayweather numbers, but that would be a minor success. Okay? That would be a success, and that is possible. But once again, the fact that HBO has no confidence in this pay-per-view card doing good, that's bad news for Manny Pacquiao. But the news gets even worse than that, because Manny Pacquiao's tax problems haven't gone anywhere. In fact, those tax problems are on Manny Pacquiao like his own damn shadow, okay? Now, and of course, because of the type of fans that Manny Pacquiao has, if anyone is to report something negative about Manny Pacquiao, you know, where it's not good news and it's kind of bad news, then the first thing the Manny Pacquiao fan is going to say is, you're hating on Manny Pacquiao. You're just a biased bastard and, you know, so on and so forth, you know, et cetera, right? So what I decided to do is read you guys an article that is straight from the Philippines. This is a Filipino article reporting this news about Manny Pacquiao. Let me go ahead and read you guys just a little bit of this article. The government agency is seeking the lifting of the temporary restraining order on its bid to collect $3.2 billion in taxes from the champion boxer. The Supreme Court earlier stopped the enforcement of a Court of Tax Appeal order requiring Pacquiao and his wife, Jinky, to post a $3.2 billion case bond or a $4.9 billion surety bond in exchange for the lifting of the warrants of distraint and levy and the garnishment issued by the BIR of the properties. The BIR earlier filed a case against Pacquiao for tax liabilities amounting to $2.2 billion. The required bond included surcharges and penalties. Listen, Pacquiao fans, all I'm saying is that $40 million that Floyd Mayweather offered Manny Pacquiao, it could have helped. I mean, even you guys can agree with that. It wouldn't have hurt, right? That $40 million would have helped this situation. And for those of you guys a little confused on, you know, what the P stands for, it stands for pesos. Okay? So even though it says $2 billion in U.S. currency, it's more in the millions, right? I don't know what the exact number is. We already know a while back they were saying that Pacquiao, he owes somewhat like a total of, what was it, $68 million or something like that. But another thing I find interesting is when the reporters asked Manny Pacquiao about this, he didn't say these are all lies. He didn't say that. He just said, I have no comment on it. I don't even want to comment on it. He said, I'll leave that up to my lawyers. Okay, so we know the problem is real. Because once again, Manny Pacquiao could have easily just said, those are all lies. My taxes are taken care of, so on and so forth. He didn't say that. So this is a real issue. Okay? So going back to that $40 million that was offered to Manny Pacquiao by Floyd Mayweather over the phone, in which Floyd Mayweather called Manny Pacquiao, you guys have to look at it this way. Manny Pacquiao fans, don't you guys believe that Pacquiao beats Floyd? You guys believe that, right? At least most of you believe that, right? You believe that Floyd Mayweather is afraid of Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao will beat him. That's what you guys believe, right? Okay, so let's just go with that theory for now. Let's say Manny Pacquiao, he can beat Floyd Mayweather. He says, okay, Floyd Mayweather, I'll take the $40 million. Let's say Manny Pacquiao beats Floyd Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao beats Floyd Mayweather. Now he's the pay-per-view king. He takes Mayweather's spot, right? So my question to you Manny Pacquiao fans is, would Manny Pacquiao have these tax problems right now if he took that route? Absolutely not. I'm on to the next one.